Hello everybody, and welcome back to Roads Get Traveled. We are here with Tucker in the hallway after leaving Tyre out, in his office. I like Tyre. I think he's a good old pupper trying his best. Tucker is an Angie boy, so he's just he's out of here. He's moping, being sad. I assume we're gonna meet up with Marrowyn in a minute or two. So let's just get into that mess, I think. My heart hasn't stopped trying to escape my chest since that dead thing loomed over Tyre. Being kicked out like this, my mind hasn't been able to stop racing either. He hasn't said a word since we left his office. He's just been muzzled deep in some files on his monitor. We even passed our first flesh and blood crew member, and he barely even acknowledged them. And he didn't even bother introducing me. Okay. Although I think I just realized how disgusting I might be. I've got blood on my shirt, my shoes are wet with void knows what, and my pants are torn at the knee. And it's basically 7 in the morning? By the eye. It's going to be a long day. I managed to catch up to Tyre as he waits by the elevator, impatiently tapping his foot the whole time. I cough to grab his attention, but it seems he's still determined as ever to ignore me. He's mumbling something about cognitive pathways before I cough again, louder this time.
Oh, do you need anything, Tucker?
He tries to stow his monitor, perhaps forgetting I couldn't read it anyways.
We should be able to get you out of here in just a moment. I do hope you can rest for the remainder of the day.
I open my mouth to speak. There are so many things I want to say, want to ask, but instead I sigh. Tyre can see my frustration, but unlike earlier, he seems to be unmoved by it. Instead, opening his monitor off to the side, just out of eyeshot. Look, he's a workin' pupper. The elevator arrives as we get on, arriving quickly. Tyre closes his monitor, and he leads me away, of finally deciding to speak up on his own volition.
I've sent some messages to your guardians, especially Dr. Seno, telling them I found you this morning. I left out any, mentions of what you might have saw, what you say you saw. I thought it best they hear that from you.
All of a sudden, I feel he trusts me even less, like everything I said earlier was a joke. It's something the alien said to get a rise out of him. He still seems on edge, but I feel as though it's for a different reason, but when he ripped open the translator's tongue, I lost all chance of asking today. Thank you. Simple words, maybe some he can even understand without a neural bridge. He lets out a wary smile as he trod along silently for a hallway or so. My breath is still cut and wary, his measured and paced, but a mask. I think he's just become really good at hiding how scared he is, and in his line of work, I can't blame him.
All right, Tucker. This is where I must take my leave. I've been informed that your guardians will meet you here. They should be close. Do you mind waiting?
Well, mind waiting? Of course I fucking mind. After the morning I've had, you should fucking... I shake my head no. He seems worried, but complacent.
Well, be in touch.
And that's it. He starts heading down the hallway and quickly disappears out of sight. I could barely argue if I wanted to. Were I not in shock, maybe an attempt would be made, but not now. Next time, if that translator works again, I'm going to have some choice words for him. We'll see how well a neural can translate insults. It's okay, Tucker, you're a bottom. You would never have the courage to say it anyway. Sighing, I hold myself and slump against one of the walls, my body still registering the events of this morning. At least I remember everything. Even if part of me wishes I didn't. Go Bulldogs. Oh, look, the lights are on. Less than a mark passes before the lights turn on, and day truly begins. No Karanes come down here, though, wherever here is. But it's not much longer, before I hear measured steps headed my way. In a vain attempt trying to appear at all presentable, I right myself and straighten my jacket, only to see Marruk round the corner. Marruk? We haven't seen him in a while, have we? Marruk, what are you doing here? He comes power walking up to me, furious shadows painted on his face as a blue eye cuts through me.
Where have you? By the void! You look like shit! What happened to you?
I, went for a walk.
What the fuck are you talking about? Do you know how many messages I've gotten this morning? Doc will get here when he can. You picked a great time to disappear. Do you even know how hard it is to get down here from my office?
It's good to see you too, Marruk.
Yeah. Are you sure you're alright? You don't look so hot, kid.
I've had a bit of a weird morning. Do you think we can go and sit down for a bit?
Yeah, I wasn't doing much this morning anyways. Here, let me help you.
Thanks. I take his paw and he helps me to my feet. It's not long before we can find a quiet corner to rest, but Marruk insists on going just a bit further. Confused, but more so exhausted, I oblige. Oblige? That word is weird. Look at this little guy. Well, I guess this works too. Marruk closes the door behind us before shooting out some messages on his monitor. It's not that I'm unhappy to see him, but he's not the face I expected to see this morning. Although I've seen quite a few unexpected things today, as it is. It might have been nice to see Marrowyn, though. Even after what happened. Hey, Marruk.
What's up, kid?
Where's Marrowyn?
Dunno. Some kind of meeting. He wasn't responding in time, so I had to lug my ass here to save you.
My hero. He rolls his eyes, clearly trying to hide a face. A smile? Sorry. Hide his smile. But a meeting, really? Is that really more important than my safety? I mean, are you not safe? Come on, you aren't the center of the universe, Tucker. Ugh. I shouldn't think like that. I take up enough of his time as is.
So, kid, what the fuck happened?
What do I even say? I guess I should try to explain it to him. He'd believe me, right? Knowing Marruk, he might just think it's a bad joke. Marruk, I'm not really sure what happened.
You're not sure?
A mixture of worry and confusion washes over his face. Sitting beside me, he hunches over in a vain but kind attempt at keeping eye level. I have to say something that isn't going to sound possible. I told Tyre, but I'm not sure he believed me. Please, I need you to trust me. He looks like he wants to interject, but he thinks better of it. I thought I saw something in the tunnels, and I ran. I don't know what it was, but I think I've seen it before in my dreams.
Your dreams? Like a nightmare or some shit? Doc said you ain't sleeping well, but jeez.
See? That's not their fault. I've had a hard time remembering things too, and I only realized that something was wrong once I got down there. It's just the memories. They came back.
So wait, you wanted to go down there?
He tilts his head in confusion, but his ears stay straight, defying gravity. Well, I don't think I did. No.
I'm confused, kid. How did you end up down there then? What made crawling through some dark tunnel sound like a good idea?
I wish I could tell you. I barely even remember getting out of bed, and then suddenly, I was just alone. His expression burns away, leaving only a scowl, and yet I have no idea how to better describe it. I think something wanted to meet me.
And this thing is from your dreams.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I don't know anything anymore, Marruk. I start rubbing my arms and look away. He makes no sounds, but I can see a faint light breach breach from over my shoulder. I hope I'm not scaring him away. I need him here right now.
And this hasn't happened before. This isn't like a normal thing for humans to do, is it? Because then that's more of dogs' kind of expertise, really.
No, Marruk. Humans don't usually lose their minds and start walking randomly around.
Could have fooled me.
Turning back with a snarl, I expect a mocking grin, but instead he seems so calm. I think he was just trying to cheer me up. He might not be able to help, but he does care. Yeah, it might have happened before. I've had times where I kind of black out. I thought I was just dreaming or something, but now... He turns away, resting his head in his hands. A blue glow barely escapes from the seams of his fingers.
So you have, any idea what it could be? Anything at all?
No. Tyre might, but he seems worried about telling me. I mean, it could be a ghost.
Oh yeah, we get those from time to time.
Really? No. Oh. Feeling a bit silly, I turn away, only to be surprised as he pats my back.
You're alright, kid.
Thanks. I don't feel alright, but it's sweet of him, nevertheless. Well, ghost aside, I don't know what it was. Tyre couldn't see it either, so that's even more concerning.
It's probably just some stress then. That kind of shit happens. I know when I was going through physical therapy, I saw some stuff I couldn't explain. And that could have been all the meds I was on, though. You'd have to ask Doc about that.
Physical therapy? For what, his eye? I guess that makes sense. No, I think it was more. I had crazy dreams before, but this was something else. I could feel it. A streak of unease cuts through him as he kneads his fists in his lap. Is he getting freaked out? I feel awful, but I really need him here. I mean, it could be nothing, I guess. What do you think?
Me? Well, I think you're crazy, but we both already know that.
Fuck off. I'm being serious.
Yeah. Well, do you think something's caused this?
I might, actually.
And?
Well, I don't know if you've heard, but, Tyre gave me my monitor back.
Ah, yeah, I remember Doc posting about that in the chat.
The chat? Wait, hold on, you guys have a group chat?
Yeah, we are. Marrowyn put it in when you got out of your cell. Said it was best for all to stay up to date on things.
Are you playing nice?
Ah, fuck off! I barely use the thing. I just check in to make sure you're alright.
Oh, look at him being all blushy.
Which is my job, by the way.
He huffs and turns away, hiding a small blush.
But what about it?
Huh?
Your monitor. It worked, right?
Oh, right. Well, kinda. I was able to open it and check my old messages and stuff, but, well, it didn't work for very long. Messages started disappearing and I couldn't open any of the apps. Eventually, everything just broke. Probably because I smashed the damn thing. Well, that's your fault, Tucker. I'm sure you heard about that.
It might have come up. But, you think that caused, whatever this was?
He gestures vaguely with his paws. I don't know. Maybe. Probably. I got, well, pretty stressed out.
You didn't get out of bed for a whole day, Tucker. Doc made it seem like you were dying.
Maybe I was more than a little stressed out. Have you spoken to him?
Huh?
Did he say how he's doing?
He's fine. What?
Marruk, there's no way he's fine.
I mean, I don't know. I did think there was something weird about the messages he sent us, so I want to check in on you two the next morning. He seemed tired, and he said I should just let you rest.
And
he looked like shit. I mean, you know how he is. It's not always easy to get a clear answer from the guy. I think he's worried, rightfully so. And I think he cares about you, Kit. More than any of us show, really.
More than you show for sure.
That's because I don't care about you.
He says as he leans over and holds me against his side. Gently pinning against him, he rubs my arm and sighs. I don't care about you too, Marruk.
Listen.
He leans back.
I ain't seen Doc this messed up for a while. Maybe not since he got sick that one time. You're gonna have to talk to him. At least tell him what you told me.
I know. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize to me. You got me out of doing paperwork this morning. Save me from the big guy, okay?
Now save it for the big guy, as it says. I'll be sure to. If he lets me. I feel awful for what I said.
I'm sure he'll appreciate it. It's certainly better than having to stop him from setting the station on high alert again.
He almost did what?
Did I forget to mention that? Oh yeah, I heard some commotion in the hallway and went to go check out. Doc was messing with the emergency alarm. Seems like when he woke up and saw that you were missing, he had the bright idea to set off the station's early warning alarms. You know, the big red strobe lights.
He did not. Why didn't he lead with this? Well, what happened? I don't remember seeing the alarm go off, and Tyre didn't mention it.
Tucker, I'm the head of security. He doesn't have the clearance to set that off. At least I don't think he does. Anyway, he calmed down pretty quickly after that. Calm enough to get going, I guess.
Fuck. Whether or not leaving the room this morning was even something I did of my own volition, I still need to apologize for it. And for yelling at him. A paw lands on my head, lightly ruffling my hair.
Hey, what's going on in there? Nothing good comes from you being all quiet.
I'm sorry for yelling. I'm sorry for walking out. I'm sorry for being here. I'm hurt. I'm glad to have you guys.
You should tell that to Doc, not me. But...
He pulls me into his sides again, now harmlessly knuckling the top of my head.
I'm glad to have you too, kid.
A few tears drape his fur and clothes, but I'm glad to be crying again. I grip his outfit, teasing as hard as I can, before letting him go. What time is it anyways? It's super early still, right?
8th mark, why?
I should probably go and say something to him. I don't know if I'm going to be able to work, but I can at least check in.
Oh, sure. I'll walk you over, but with, Take your time, yeah? I know it's been a morning.
Don't you need to get back to work? He looks at his monitor, quickly scanning something before turning back to me. There's the faintest hint of something behind his eyes, and...
Nah, I got all day, kid.
And I almost cry again. He's a cute guy. Marrowyn wasn't in his office, so our plans are revised to leaving a message and returning to my room. Marruk takes his time, matching my pace as he nervously checks his monitor. Reports or something. I think Tyre finally manages to send more than a text. I'm surprised that they have that kind of issue here, but with that thing in the basement, I guess a few technical issues are to be expected. We don't talk much. I think enough has been said. Now, well, not really. I'm not sure I'll be able to rationalize what happened down there. He knows it too, even though I feel like he has just as many questions as I do. Marruk checks his monitor one last time before ushering us into an elevator, and we head up and out. Wow, those last couple text boxes really got away from me, didn't it? Oh, here, let me turn up the game volume. That looks a little bit low. Let's bring that up a bit. I can't explain this all for a third time today. Yeah, no. It'll be nice to see Marrowyn again. I wonder what meeting he was in anyways. He didn't tell me about it or anything. I mean, I didn't think he did. Oh shit, wait. I was out for like a whole day. Something probably came up during that. That's fine. He has his own things to take care of. Still, considering that he couldn't be reached, it must have been really important. I wonder if he has something to do with...
Tucker!
Oh, what?
We're here, kid.
Oh, so we are.
Are you sure you're okay? I mean, after this morning, I wouldn't blame you if,
No, I'm not. I know I'm kind of a mess right now. I just need... more sleep? Fuck, I don't even know at this point. Is Morrow finally coming?
Uh-huh.
Good. He looks worried, but seemingly unsure as to what to do. I try to straighten myself to assure him. I don't think it works. I'm not just going to fall over, you know. Sorry, I was... Thanks for this morning. I don't think I would have made it without you. So, thanks for, that. He lets out a small laugh.
Whatever, kid.
Thanks. I smile and sigh, pressing my keycard to the door. I head in. Throwing my coat aside, I flop onto the bed. I'm surprised enough when he follows me in. I'm shocked he's comfortable enough to walk into Marrowyn's room like this. Alright everyone. I'm gonna end the part here, so I hope you've all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys around.